Without hydrogen, nothing in this plant would work. Giva SA in Canton Valley is one of the largest manufacturers of synthetic gemstones in the world. A 100% pure gas such as hydrogen is needed to guarantee that stones of exceptional quality can grow in a few hours, free of any contamination. Bernard Mudry is the manager of the company, whose products are used around the world in the manufacture of costume jewelry. But the purity of the hydrogen is not only key to obtaining perfect gemstones. Hydrogen serves another important function.
We need a constant temperature of over 2000 degrees in order to smelt the aluminium oxide that forms the basis of our stones. We achieve these temperatures by using special blowpipes and a mixture of oxygen and hydrogen.
And because the blowpipes are in operation almost day and night, the amount of hydrogen used is enormous. The storage tank on the company premises holds enough for only a few hours. Up to 50,000 cubic meters are burnt in the production process every day. Giva produces a constant supply of hydrogen by using electricity.
It would be relatively simple to produce hydrogen from gas or oil, but they're not renewable sources of energy. So we use electricity because we're in the fortunate position of having hydroelectric power here in the Valais. That is renewable energy that we can use to make hydrogen and oxygen with no difficulty, through the electrolysis of water.
Electrolysis needs a great deal of electricity, 40 million kilowatt hours annually in Giva's case, as much as a town with a population of 8,000 would use. But obtaining oxygen and hydrogen through the electrolysis of water is technically the simplest method of production. When electricity flows through a conductive liquid, for example through water with added acid, the water is immediately broken down. Oxygen forms at the anode, the positive electrode, while hydrogen appears at the cathode, the negative electrode. Both gases can be siphoned off.
So far, so good. But where do you get the large amount of electricity that is needed for electrolysis for the mass production of hydrogen? The energy must be renewable. No other way makes any sense. Solar power then. But electricity that is made directly from sunlight is still expensive, and Switzerland is not the ideal country for this type of operation. There are good conditions for the production of hydrogen in Switzerland nonetheless, for gas can also be obtained directly from timber, and here there's timber in abundance. For all the timber that is used, twice as much wood grows back in the forests. In order to convert this excess of wood into hydrogen and fuel, they're working round the clock at the Paul Scherrer Institute. In a test facility, the scientists are searching for the optimum procedure that will produce as much gas as possible from as little timber as possible.
The entire process of converting timber to hydrogen can take place in Switzerland. The raw material is available and production plants can be built locally and adapted as needs arise. The Paul Scherrer Institute, however, is also looking beyond Switzerland in search of global solutions that will help hydrogen make its breakthrough. For example, thanks to the fact that not only light but also heat can be used from the sun. Already over 20 years ago, these mirrors in the USA were able to produce temperatures of 400 degrees Celsius using concentrated sunlight. In the grounds of the PSI, there's a facility that achieves radically different results. This solar oven produces top temperatures of well over 2000 degrees. Solar chemistry is the byword. The extreme temperatures achieved with concentrated sunlight are needed for the chemical processes that take place in the rotating reactor. And one of these processes can be used to produce hydrogen.
Here we conduct pure research in the field of high-temperature solar chemistry. We want to develop the means by which a large-scale plant can be set up at a later date. That won't be in Switzerland, that's for sure, but in a place where the sun shines all year round.
A solar chemical reactor of this type could, for example, be located in northern Africa, where it would be filled with zinc oxide. The heat generated by the sunlight causes oxygen to be released and changes the white zinc oxide into zinc. And this zinc would then be taken to Europe.
In the solar reactor, we carry out the conversion from white to grey. Hydrogen is reduced in the second step if you let the process run the other way round. If you react the solar zinc with water, you get zinc oxide plus hydrogen.
The production of hydrogen from a perpetual cycle. The zinc oxide can be put back in the reactor, and with the aid of solar chemistry, it can be turned into zinc again. Science, research and industry want to make hydrogen more popular. With this in mind, they founded the Hydropole Association. Its president, naturally enough, is Bernard Mudry, whose gemstone production plant is a large-scale hydrogen consumer. So how long will it take before hydrogen becomes a major source of energy in Switzerland?
That's a political question, and in particular a tax-related question. And it very much depends on the extent to which the state supports the research. But I think that in 10 to 15 years you will see hydrogen-powered vehicles on the roads in Switzerland, and there will be fixed electrolysis plants in our valleys.
And Giva will perhaps no longer be producing its synthetic gemstones by using hydrogen obtained by electrolysis, but with hydrogen made by timber gasification or solar chemistry.